Hello and welcome to Total Carp Fishing TV. Today you join me on the bank once again and we're taking a look at two power banks from Wolf. Let's get into it. As a modern day carp angler, a power bank is a necessity whilst you're on the bank. So we're going to go into the finer details of the SPB16 and the SPB24 from Wolf. So straight out of the bag, they are power banks and they do exactly what you would expect them to do. However, there are a few key features that make these a little bit different and a bit more unique that are perfect for anglers. Now, the first key point for both of these power banks is that they are solar powered. So you can actually charge them whilst on the go just by putting them in the sunlight, which is absolutely ideal if you're on the bank for long periods of time. And since I've had them, I can honestly say I've only had to charge them 1 or 2 times whilst at home. The rest of the times I've left them out in the sun and they've powered back up with enough power to charge my devices throughout the day. So let's start off with the SPB16, which is the smaller of the two. Now, the 16 stands for the 16,000 milliamp hour battery, which is perfect if you're charging mobile devices, head torches or smaller items. On the top, you've got a little cover which actually has 2 USB outputs and a micro USB input. And then on the side, you've got a Type-C input output. So that means you can charge up to 3 items simultaneously. On the bottom of the device, you do have this handy little torch, which is activated by double clicking the power button. Clicking the power button once also indicates how much power you have left via these 4 LEDs on the back. Now, the 4 blue LEDs will give you an indication on how much power you've got left in the power bank, 4 being full and 1 being pretty much empty. It will start to flash when it needs charging. But like I say, if you keep this out in the sun throughout the daytime or even in low light conditions, it will continuously charge. And you know it's charging with the green light that's on the top of the device next to the inputs and outputs. Another fancy little feature from this, if your phone or mobile device does have wireless charging compatibility, then this is absolutely perfect for that, because on the back, if you put your phone on top, it will wirelessly charge your device. Ideal if you forget your cable at home. So now moving on to the SPB24. Again, that 24 is going to mean 24,000 milliamp hours of battery, so a bigger battery than the previous model, and you do get more charge out of it as you would expect. So the key points on this one, again, you've got that solar panel on the top, but this time you've got the green LED that shows it's being charged that's actually located on the solar panel itself, which is quite handy because you can see that it's charging when just placing it down in the light. You then also have another torch that's located on the top, again, activated by double clicking the power button. And the light has 3 different modes. You've got a high beam, a low beam, and a flashing beam. Just next to that, you have 2 USB outputs, and then on the side this time you have a micro USB input and a USB-C input output. So again, same amount of charging points as the previous model that we'd looked at, but this does give you a bit more power, meaning you're going to be able to charge your devices a few more times. Again, on the back, you've got the wireless charging point, and you've also got those 4 blue LEDs that show you the amount of battery life left in the device. So this device is perfect for charging phones, tablets, and other things like that. Very similar to the 16, to be fair, and you're going to get around 6 full charges out of this, and that's without using the solar capacity. And with the 16, the smaller version, you're probably going to be able to charge your phone around 4 times. So both of them are ideal for charging your key items multiple times whilst you're on the bank. Now, the next thing to mention is that they both come supplied with their own hard carry case in the black camo design by Wolf. Now, this is really handy because it means you know you're not going to get it damaged whilst in transit. Now, Wolf have gone a step further by also providing a micro USB charging cable to charge the power bank itself, but they've also put in a charging cable for your devices, which is really handy as it has 2 different ends, which means you can charge your iPhone, and it's also got a USB-C point there as well, so you can charge multiple devices depending on what you have. So that is pretty much everything I need to tell you about the SPB16 and the SPB24. The last thing to mention would be the price. So you can get the SPB16 for around £79.99 and you can get the 24 version for around £120. If you do want any more information on these products we mentioned today, then please visit Wolf's website, which is www.wolfint.co.uk.